Hi guys, please like and subscribe.
Alright, so I'm quite enjoying this because I'm going way faster. It's so much better because I get to catch up and it's good. Also, what show do you want me to do next? Because I will be doing on the Netflix shows, like the Netflix ones. I will be doing 3 episodes at a time, like 1, 2, 3, 4 through 6. What show do you want me to do next? Comment on this video so I can get like a little bit of knowing which one to do next. Because I really don't know. I'm gonna do season 2 of The Flash, but that'll probably be later because I don't think I'm ready to start doing videos right when they happen on the day. I'll probably do it like if Monday, um, if Tuesday it comes out The Flash, like for example, I'll probably do a video for it Wednesday. Although the Flash comes out Tuesday nights. That's why you see that in the description. So time is starting. Last time it was 9 through 15. This one is 16 to 22. Tomorrow will be the finale. Also comment on which season or show you want me to do next. So, yes, I'm excited because I'm going to finish it soon. Tomorrow, actually. So, let's get started with episode 16 through 22. So, let's get started with episode 16 through 22. 16. So, this episode was good. It's called Road Time. If you remember in episode 15 when he went back in time on accident to the previous day, he is now beginning to relive the previous day. So Dr. Wells sees what's happening, and he tells Barry to not change anything, and that for anything, because he's like afraid that it will make a bigger problem. So Barry doesn't listen, and instead of doing that, he does capture Mark Martin, the guy that was a villain. He captures him because he knows where he is now, and so he captures him so he doesn't have to do all that stuff before he kidnapped Joe. So meanwhile, Leonard Snart, Mick Roy return to Central City. So Leonard sends his sister. He has a sister, Lisa Snart. He sends her to go after Cisco. So they force to rebuild the Colt and heat guns. So Cisco has to rebuild it, and he also gets a third gun for Lisa. Um, he does that because they will kill Cisco's brother. So Barry realizes that Dr. Wells was right, and his actions, what he did, have resulted in Cisco being kidnapped and lots of other stuff. And Iris, of course, was rejected his romantic advances. So Cisco returns. He comes back, and he reveals that Leonard Snart tortured his brother. He tortured him until Cisco said the Flash's true identity. So he basically told him that he's Barry Allen. So Barry goes after the Snart family, and the two they develop a truce. Snart will not reveal Barry's identity, and he will no longer kill innocent people and stay away from Barry's friends in exchange for Barry not lock him away in the particle accelerator, the jail. So the Reverse Flash kills a local reporter and destroys evidence. What evidence is it's linked linking Wells to Simon Stagg's death. The reporter's vanishing his vanishing causes Barry to think Joe might be right about Dr. Wells. He's getting suspicious. This is a good episode. 17 will probably be better. 17 Tricksters. I'm excited for the episode. It's gonna come up right now. I'm gonna review it. We'll break it down right now. Alright, so episode 17 Tricksters. Joe and Barry go after the terrorist Axel Walker, whose name is going under by the Trickster. So Axel sets a diversion for the Flash to break James Jesse, the original Trickster from 20 years in prison, out of prison. So, well, from 20 years prior. And James and Axel, they attempt to extort patrons by poisoning them and ransoming the antidote. So when the Flash does eventually arrive, the Tricksters make a bomb with him that he puts on him that it will explode if he stops moving. So he can run and it won't explode, but when he stops running, it will automatically detonate. So Dr. Wells tells Barry how to vibrate his molecule so he can phase through the object as if it wasn't there. So he can phase through it. So it does remove the bomb by going into a truck and phasing off the object. It gets stuck behind it, which is really cool. Um, uh, but when he does that though, it sounds weird because Dr. Wells is like, he's like, feel the breeze, Barry. He like as if he was Flash. So we know he's a Reverse Flash. Of course, we already know that. But now they're starting to do it. So Barry does all the things. He gets like the antidote and stuff. That all the people that gave him poison, he gets the antidote. So before he captures the tricksters, the Flash reveals his identity to Eddie, so he can help keep Iris, from looking into Dr. Wells for her own protection. Of course, for her own protection. And as Barry realizes that Wells is the Reverse Flash, because what I told you, he goes into flashback, and after failing to kill Barry, the Revenge Flash escapes only to lose his speed. Gideon, there's a flashback in there. So Gideon tells him that traveling through time has drained his powers. Eborg stalks Dr. Wells, and he reveals the particle accelerator is not built until 2020. He then kills him with a thing that takes his appearance, like switches body, that kills Dr. Wells. Eobard Thawne gets his face. That's why we see that he's Eobard Thawne, but he has his body. So his wife was in there too, and he's like, "Get help!" And then he comes and does it. I kind of feel bad for the original Dr. Wells, but Eobard Thawne took his body and he became evil. Well, he was already evil, but the particle accelerator wasn't built until 2020. So he takes his body, of course, and so he can develop. He does that so he can develop the particle accelerator sooner to return to his own timeline. So this was episode 17, Tricksters. It was a good episode. I really liked it, and I just loved it. It was a good episode. Episode 18, All-Star Team Up. Excited for it. Let's do it. It's coming up right now. Alright, episode 18, the All-Star Team Up. So, as Barry, he works with Joe and Eddie to stop crimes all across the city. An engineering professor, is attacked and killed by a swarm of bees at the local university. So this is episode 18, All-Star Team Up, of course. Who's going to team up? So while the team searches for a metahuman that can control bees, Felicity arrives with Ray Palmer. Felicity from Arrow with Ray Palmer. So looking for assistance to improve his Atom suit. They do a little hint like what is it with rich guys and with billionaires being superheroes. Kind of like Iron Man. There's lots of things. There's Batman. There's Arrow. There's Atom. It could just be for Arrow. An Easter egg for that. So the team tracks another bee attack, but Barry is way too late, and it's also attacked by the swarm of bees. So the team captures one of them, and it turns out to be a robot, and it's just a they're metahuman. It's just a scientist from Mercury Labs named Bry Larvin. So she is targeting another former employees. Barry struggles whether he can trust Cisco and Caitlin, not knowing if they are working for the Reverse Flash or not. Because he doesn't know. Because Reverse Flash is Harrison Wells, and he don't know if they can trust him, which is pretty bad. So while the next bees attack, Barry goes after Bree, or however you say it, while Ray attempts to stop the bees from killing Dr. Tina McGee. So Felicity does go into the wireless frequency for the bees to disable them, and Barry does capture Bry. But later, Barry does tell Caitlin and Cisco that Dr. Wells is the Reverse Flash. Caitlin does not want to believe that, but Cisco does, revealing that he has been having dreams in which Wells kills him. As we see in the last episode, he uses his hand, stabs him, and he dies. Or in 2 episodes ago, I think. And it was funny because Dr. Harrison Wells is what is it? He's in the wheelchair, of course, and then a bee comes. He's about to reveal his powers, and then he's about to, but then someone catches it, so he doesn't have to. So it was good. All-Star Team Up, Adam and all those people. 18. The next one's 19 out of 22 that I'm gonna be doing today. And tomorrow, the season finale. It's gonna be good. So here comes episode 19. Who is Harrison Wells, the Reverse Flash, or Ebarthon? I'm excited for it. Alright, episode 19. Who is Harrison Wells? So Barry and Eddie, they track a metahuman named Hannibal Bates. And he can shapeshift into anyone he touches. So he touches someone, he can turn into their body, or he shapeshifts into them. But he takes Eddie's shape and frames him for murder. So Hannibal knocks Barry unconscious. He knocks him unconscious and takes his form again. He takes his form, and Dr. Wells sees the truth and prevents Hannibal from killing Caitlin and Iris. So he does that. So while they're transporting him to Central City Police, Hannibal uses his powers to escape. He uses him to escape. Caitlin develops a serum to suppress Hannibal's power. So that lets Barry defeat him and clear Eddie's name because he's in jail because he got framed because of what he turned into. So in the meantime, Joe and Cisco, they decide to investigate the car accident scene in Starling City where Wells' wife, Tess Morgan, died. Though Caitlin is unsure if they are correct, and he believes they're going to ruin Dr. Wells' reputation. She still doesn't know if he's the Reverse Flash. So with the help of Captain Quentin Lance, Cisco and Joe, they locate a buried corpse near the crash site. And after a bunch of tests, they confirm the corpse, the dead person there, is the real Harrison Wells. The real one, not Ebarthon that took his body, the one that died when he did it. He's the real Harrison Wells. So Barry, Caitlin, and Cisco, they locate the imposter's secret room at Star Labs, his secret room. So they do find information about the Reverse Flash costume. They find his costume, and the newspaper article from the future, talking about the Flash vanishing during the crisis. This episode was definitely one of my favorites from season 2. It was one of my favorites. So 20, the trap, and then 21, and then 22. I'm gonna do today. I'm excited for the trap, but this one definitely one of my favorites from season 2. Okay, so this is episode 20, the trap, out of 22 that I'm doing today. The whole show has 23. All those CW shows like Flash, Arrow, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, all gonna have 23, except DC Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah, that one, except that one, that's gonna have 16. So while they're in his secret room, and remember, all the episodes that have the word Rogue are all about Leonard Starr, like those. So while they're in his secret room, like the last time, Barry learns about the battle with the Reverse Flash in the future, with him and versus the Reverse Flash, Flash versus Reverse Flash, and he sees key moments in his life, like him marrying Iris, a promotion at the GCPD, and he created the artificial consciousness known as Gideon. It's like it's funny because it's kind of like Siri on the iPhone. So he created Gideon in the future. So the team goes to Barry's home, where Barry explains his plan to convince Wells. Wait, they don't go to. They regroup at Barry's home. Where Barry explains his plan to convince Wells to confess to killing his mother. If he convinces it, they can get his father out of prison. So in order to trap Wells, Cisco reverses the polarity of his containment field to protect himself from Wells. So while Caitlin films the interaction to capture Wells' confession, the trap fails. But Joe shoots Wells before he can kill Cisco. So while he dies before he can get a confession from the Reverse Flash. But as he's dying, his body transforms, seeing that he is Hannibal Bates, the guy that can shapeshift. So he didn't die. So Wells himself calls the team, saying that he was always aware of their actions because he had them under surveillance. So Wells goes after Iris and Eddie, and Barry does arrive, forcing Wells to kidnap Eddie instead. So Wells tells Eddie that he is really Eddie's future relative. He's his future relative. So flashbacks in the show reveal the aftermath of Barry being struck by lightning and Wells offering to Joe to save Barry's life. That's what happened. He offered to save Barry's life because the hospitals couldn't do it. That was when in the past after he had his coma. Well, when he had coma because of the lightning. This was an awesome episode. So he finds out that Eobard Thawne, Eddie Thawne. Did you notice that similarities? He's actually his future relative, older relative. So it's a good episode. 20, The Trap. 21, Grodd Lives I'm gonna review it right now. So Barry after Eddie of course is kidnapped. Episode 21, Grodd Lives, Gorilla Grodd. I'm excited to see him back. He scours the city looking for Eddie, but he must take a break because there's a robbery at the gold reserve. So when Barry confronts the thief, the would-be thief, they are both they're both under attack by an unknown psychological attack. So back at the lab, Barry describes the attack that happened in his mind to Caitlin and Cisco when Iris walks in. He confronts Barry about being the Flash, and the thief attacks again, but Barry is able to stop him. So the thief turns out to be General Eiling. He has like a suit, whose mind was being controlled by the Gorilla Grodd. So with the lead from Iris, Barry, Joe, and Cisco head into the sewers to look for Grodd. So the three people, they realize that Grodd is getting smarter and larger. And so during an attack, Barry is knocked unconscious while Joe is kidnapped by Grodd. And Cisco, Caitlin, and they build Barry a device that will prevent Grodd from attacking him psychically. It does work, but Grodd is way too powerful, and during the fight, the device is damaged. So Barry is able to fight off Grodd's psychic attack and trick him into jumping in front of an oncoming train. But and by the way, Joe is freaked out. He's like, "You want a banana?" He's like, "I hate bananas." So he's like, "Okay." Anywhere elsewhere, Wells works on a device that will allow him to return to his own time. That's what he wants to do. That's the whole thing. This is the last one I'm gonna do. 22, Rogue Air. Remember, all the ones that have Rogue are gonna have Leonard Shnart in it. So Leonard Shnart will be in this one. So episode 22, the last one I'm gonna do, Rogue Air. So episode 22, Rogue Air. So Cisco finds out that Wells has been supercharging his speed through his wheelchair. That is why he is so much faster than Barry. So the particle accelerator is activated, and the team, they realize that Wells has been at Starlab the entire time. He's been out there the whole time, and he has repaired the accelerator, the thing. So while he's investigating, Wells escapes, but the team is able to find and rescue Eddie, who is disillusioned after Wells showed him that Iris marries Barry in the future. So he's like sad. So Eddie tells Iris what he knows about it of the future, and ends their relationship. But worried that the metahumans imprisoned inside the particle accelerator will be killed when it reaches full power, the team relocates them to the Argus prison. In order to set up a safe transport, Barry requests Leonard Snart's help, Rogue Air. So Snart agrees, but only after Barry erases Snart's criminal record from the GCPD database. So this whole record of being a criminal will be deleted. So Snart sabotages the transport and does allow the metahumans to escape. So Wells arrives back at the lab just as the accelerator fully charges. Barry, Firestorm, and Oliver all meet outside to fight Wells. They coordinate their efforts. Oliver does stop him with the nanite injection that disables his wall speed, and Barry does knock him out. I'm excited. He's gonna be in captivity. I can't wait. The season finale tomorrow, episode 23, Fast Enough. Alright guys, I have to say, it's been an amazing time reviewing The Flash. I'm not done yet, but tomorrow I will make sure I do the season 1 finale, episode 23, Fast Enough. Fast Enough, awesome title. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of Eobard Thawne action, Reverse Flash, all those things. But I will decide Saturday what show I will be doing next. I don't think I'm going to do season 2 of The Flash yet. I have too much Flash action. I got to do something else for a while. But I will finish it soon. I will finish everything soon. Well, I'm gonna try soon. I want to do a lot before summer ends and the shows come back. So also the Fortnite crossover between Monday's Supergirl, Tuesday's Flash, Wednesday's Arrow, and Thursday's DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Fortnite crossover. Fortnite crossover. So I'm excited. Comment below on what show you think I should do next. I will decide Saturday. Do videos for it next week. I'm really excited. So tomorrow, catch my video tomorrow, episode 23, Fast Enough Breakdown. I'm excited. It's been an amazing time. I'll do it tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you next time. So that's all I have to say for this video, and bye.